One of our partners actually moved to Spain himself, and he had some pretty bad experience with his attorneys at the time.
That definitely can happen in Spain, definitely.
Not just on the legal part with our legal partners, but also on just what's best for them, what to avoid.
But what about Croatia? I have no idea.
They also give the option to qualify if you have a bit over 30,000 euros in your bank account. 99 out of 100 cases, it's like that. Someone comes to him, they say, hey, I want the digital nomad visa. Digital nomad visa is extremely stringent requirements, very difficult, whereas in Croatia, super easy.
I know that you work in different jurisdictions, completely ones that we are used to it.
We are actually digital nomads ourselves.
My name is Mark Pairo. I'm partner of Eli Legal here in Spain. And we're with our friend Nick. He's our new partner in digital nomad visas worldwide. Nick is managing a company called HowToBeADigitalNomad.com. So I invite you to visit their webpage. Nice to be with you, Nick. Good morning. How are things going?
Good morning, Mark. Nice to be with you as well. Thank you for the introduction. I'm Nick, everyone, CEO of HowToBeADigitalNomad.com.
So, of course, this is a channel based in Spain. Our clients are based in Spain. We're working together. But let's do like an interview a bit differently, because I know that you work in different jurisdictions, completely ones that we are used to it. For example, you're working in Croatia, you're working, I think, in Hungary also. Can you explain me some information about it? Because for our clients, they're currently digital nomads in Spain, but I don't know if they will be staying here all their life, or maybe they're looking for several different options. So if you can explain me a bit about your plans and all that kind, it would be great.
Sure, I'd love to. So we actually offer services currently in Portugal, Croatia, Spain, Romania, Estonia, and we're in the process of also expanding into Greece and Italy, hopefully by the end of October, is the plan. And we are actually digital nomads ourselves, which is exactly why we're offering it in so many locations. Because like you said, a lot of the times the people that come to us, they're considering, say, Spain, they're considering Croatia, but really they might just want to move into the EU, they want to move into the Mediterranean. And so we kind of can guide them, not just on the legal part with our legal partners, but also on just what's best for them, what to avoid, and just to give them a bit of general advice. So it's kind of a process that we started just from being digital nomads and seeing what we would have liked. One of our partners actually moved to Spain himself, and he had some pretty bad experience with his attorneys at the time. So it kind of just gave...
That definitely can happen in Spain, definitely.
Yeah, but it's it's not just Spain. It can happen in Greece for sure. I think Mediterranean especially, and all these like nice digital nomad hotspots. But yeah, so that's kind of what we do. So we partner with very exclusive top tier law firms, and then we offer additional US support in US time zones. We offer money back guarantee, and just to kind of facilitate the process.
Okay, I see. So your main target of clients will be US based clients, right?
Yeah. So in the start, it was mainly US. We're also getting a few from other parts of the world. South Africa, we're also getting a lot from the UK now.
South Africa.
Yeah, so mainly I'd say US, UK. Sometimes it can be a bit from like Australia and New Zealand, but just because of the time zone differences, it can be a bit difficult. So mostly I'd say US.
Commonwealth market.
Yeah. For sure.
No, that's good. Can you also give me some information about Croatia? Because to be honest, I have no idea. I know Portugal program. Of course, I know Spanish program. I can defend Spain over Portugal because just for the timelines and being faster. But what about Croatia? I have no idea.
It's an interesting one because in addition to the classic route where you have to have income, health insurance, clear tax certificate, they also give the option to qualify if you have a bit over 39,000 euros in your bank account. For 1 year, and there's a bit of a premium if you want to come with your family or not, but it can be a good alternative. Sometimes we're seeing leads come and people are like, hey, maybe I don't qualify for this, but it can be a way where they can qualify if they don't have a regular income, but they do have a certain balance. And right now from our partners as well and what they've told us, there's a huge demand for Croatia. They did just expand it now, so you need 3 years. The only problem is just like the rest of the Mediterranean, sometimes the government and the public sector takes a bit of a time to catch up. So the processing times right now can be quite long because you're going to go to the local police stations where a digital nomad will want to live. And there's kind of a growing demand, and there isn't a proportionate growth in public sector services, obviously.
So I understood correctly that only with a passive income or saving it's enough to qualify for Croatia?
Yeah, in addition to the standard, you need to have health insurance, a clear tax certificate, etc.
Oh,
But
yeah,
that
that's
is,
basic.
yeah, exactly.
And what about Estonia? Estonia is linked to the e-residence program, or it's completely independent?
No, yeah. So from Estonia is our newest partner. They do have the classic digital nomad route, and we also offer an e-residency. For the e-residency, it's something you can get just one off without the visa, but it's something that generally you're gonna need if you want to live in Estonia because it's something you need to access any government portal. So it doesn't give you any clear tax benefits by itself, and it doesn't give you residency by itself. But it's something you're going to need to access, anything. So if you want to incorporate in Estonia, if you want to sign up to any government service when you're there, if you want to save your taxes while you're there, you're going to have to do it. So it's something usually our partner, they offer for a very small premium when they're doing your application, just so they can like facilitate your move there and just make the transition as smooth as possible, really.
Interesting. Of course, Estonia is not a Mediterranean country, but but it's really it's famous, for all the everybody that is working remotely. It's something that people likes. I would say that Estonian government has made proper propaganda about his programs. Seriously. I have another question. I don't know if you're able to answer me this about the Italian program. I know you are starting it in October. No, that's your main idea. Do you know that if the people that apply for the Italian program can qualify for the, I don't know how it's called, the tax exemption in Portugal? There's like a kind of tax exemption, like in Spanish, beckham law or the non-dom in Portugal.
So I'm actually not sure about that yet, just because we're still quite in the early stage of the Italy one. So yeah, I don't want to say one thing and then it turns out I'm
no. That's why I'm asking. I'm just curious.
So I'm not sure.
And I know it's not your field, but maybe you have the answer. So that's fine. Okay, great. So basically, your main business is helping, of course, anyone in the world, but mainly US or I would say Commonwealth citizens moving into the Mediterranean. Of course, the exception of Estonia. But if you're managing Portugal, Spain, Italy in the future, Greece, I think you are more or less doing well. Starting. When did your business start, Nick? When you started?
So it started. It's a relatively young venture. It started in the start of 2024. But in the start, it started more as a content site. So one of the issues we were having at the time, being digital nomads ourselves, was that there wasn't exactly. It was kind of in the start of the AI launch. It wasn't as prolific as it is right now. I mean, even now you still have issues with it. But one of the main issues is you can actually find information if you want to do this yourself. That was verified. And a lot of the times when it was verified, it wasn't available in English. Say, for example, for Japan, it's very hard to find actual information. So because we're law students ourselves, how we started is we would do official translations of the embassy guides, and then we would make very high quality guides on our page. But then we realized from our audience and the feedback we got that even the guides definitely one part, and there's a small number of people that will prefer to try, do it yourself route. A lot of people will really benefit more from that traditional legal support. And so we started expanding into more countries so we can say, okay, this is the process. It can be quite complicated, especially in European countries that have a lot of red tape. So we recommend doing it with partners because we've done it with legal partners ourselves. And we know that, it can make a huge difference to do it with the right law firm or the wrong law firm. We're also going to vet them for you. We're going to recommend one per country, and we're going to say, hey, this is the best partner for us. We vetted them, we work with them, and so you can rest easy, and they can handle the whole process for you.
Great, Nick. I have two more questions for you, if that's okay.
Sure.
One of them: are you thinking about new programs? I mean, for example, I run a startup program also that is not really famous, but it works. I know that Japan also has a startup program that it really works. You are thinking about jumping into these services, or that's something that you don't want to focus on?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as we learn more and more about our audience, and really a lot of them, they might want to move into, say, Spain or Portugal, And maybe they think it's a digital nomad visa route, but then maybe in practice, they can qualify through an incorporation or a different route. I know our lawyer in Romania, he told me that, 99 out of 100 cases, it's like that. Someone comes to him, they say, hey, I want the digital nomad visa. Digital nomad visa is extremely stringent requirements, very difficult, whereas in business incorporation is super easy. So yeah, for sure. I mean, really, we just want to be able to provide the best route for the people that want to move to the country, make it as smooth and as easy for them. And in some cases, it's definitely not going to be through the traditional digital nomad visa route, whatever works for the case.
Oh, definitely. We see this every day that people just feel themselves as digital nomads. It doesn't need to be true. It's a different thing. Yeah. Definitely, it's completely different. Yeah. And another question, Nick. You've been speaking about your partners. You have worldwide in lots of countries. We just joined your legal team, I think a couple of weeks or 4 weeks ago. Are you expecting any kind of event where we can meet all the local partners, build something together, or that's something that is not in your plan?
No, it definitely is. I've talked about it with my current partners as well. And I think it would definitely be a very interesting event if potentially in the future, I think once we have maybe all major European hubs, we're also in the talks with Japan. It would be very nice to do kind of like a worldwide event where we host, we get everyone. We could maybe even invite different banks, insurance providers that are interested. We could do some sort of panel. That would be very interesting for sure. It's something we definitely want to do. We're just, I think it'd be better once we get a few more so we can have maybe all the major ones. But that's definitely something we want to do. I think it'd be very interesting.
No, that's great because at the end of the day, business and partnership are based on personal relations. So you should meet each other, go for dinner, have a drink, and then we can make any kind of business for sure.
For sure.
Okay, Nick, thank you for your time. Yes, for our people, just that everything is clear. Nick is the manager of HowToBeADigitalNomad.com. It is a webpage and a portal based in legal firms. They work locally with lawyers, attorneys, any kind of legal counsel, everything that you can need to apply for visas in different countries. He spoke about Portugal, Italy, Greece, Croatia, Hungary, Estonia, something else? Someone else missing?
Romania, I think.
Romania, okay, Romania. So nearly everything, everywhere. He can manage everything. So please follow his law firm because he's doing great. He just started 1 year ago, and definitely he will go forward. And thank you for your time, Nick. I hope we can still working together and make your business grow.
Thank you so much, Mark. I really appreciate the interview, and all the best. Looking forward to a very long and successful partnership for both of us.
Thank you. And for the next video, legal tips, whatever, please follow our channel that we just started and we're happy for it. So please help us to make it grow. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Bye-bye.